Hello students. In this session I will introduce human excretory system. The system comprises a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters arising from each kidney, opening into a bladder which opens through urethra. Kidney is bean-shaped, located in the lower abdomen on either side of vertebral column. Right kidney slightly bigger, left kidney slightly smaller. Location wise, right kidney slightly up than the left kidney. A venous passing through kidney shows two regions. Renal cortex, it is peripheral part. Renal medulla is the middle portion. Medulla thrown in the form of foldings in the cortex known as renal pyramids. On the wall of renal pyramids, the structural and functional units are present known as nephrons. Each nephron is differentiated into two regions, Malpighian corpuscle and tubular region. Malpighian corpuscle consists of Bowman's capsule, a dilated end of the nephron, continue as proximal convoluted tubule, descends in the form of U loop known as loop of Henle or Henle's loop, and then it gets called as distal convoluted tubule. The blood vessel entering in the kidney is renal artery, and the blood vessel which leaves the kidney is renal vein. Renal artery takes the blood towards the kidney, gives the branches called renal arterioles. Each renal arteriole is entering in the Bowman's capsule, get branched and gives a network known as glomerulus. So fine network of the blood capillaries, which are the branches of renal arteriole, forming glomerular capillaries. So inner wall of the Bowman's capsule is known as visceral layer. Outer wall of Bowman's capsule is known as parietal layer. Between visceral and parietal layer, there is a capsular space filled with capsular fluid. When the blood is flowing into the glomerular capillaries, the visceral layer consists of special cells known as podocytic cells. They act like filters. They try to filter the blood to remove nitrogenous waste. The filtration is always under pressure in this region, which is first step in urine formation, known as glomerular filtration. Then the next part, which is tubular, known as proximal convoluted tubule, lined by brush border. This is the region to absorb nutrients from the filtrate necessary for the body. Henle's loop, partly lined by cuboidal epithelium and partly by squamous epithelium. The descending limb of Henle's loop is permeable to water. Ascending limb of Henle's loop is permeable to mineral salts. So this differential permeability is maintained by a hormone called ADH, and it is necessary to make the filtrate initially hypertonic and then hypotonic, where maximum water is reabsorbed from the filtrate, mineral salts are reabsorbed, and when the filtrate start moving into the distal convoluted tubule, unwanted components which is present in the exterior released back, and that concentrated hypertonic filtrate we call urine, collected by collecting tubule which opens at the tip of the renal pyramid known as renal papilla, and near renal papilla there are fine branches to collect the urine known as calyces, and all the calyces opens in a funnel-like region of renal medulla known as renal pelvis, and renal pelvis continue as ureter From both the kidneys, ureter will collect the urine collected in the bladder. When the bladder gets full, the voluntary muscles gives the signal and it allows micturition, which is release of urine. So in this session, I introduced to you about excretory system in human: kidneys, ureters, bladder and urethra. I told you about vertical section of kidney. Then I introduced different parts of nephrons and the functioning in each region. In the next session, let us learn urine formation, which is the most important aspect of the topic excretion. With this, I'll conclude this session. Thank you.